Hi everyone, I wanted to create a video just to go through the key areas of what Macro Hedge do. So we titled this What We Sell and What You Get. So I will go through each service very quickly so that we're not drowning everybody. I'll try and keep this as fast as possible, but show you how our services work, what you get, and how you can use them. Okay, let's start off with the first one, options. So this is our flagship options portfolio. You sign up to it here. It's $40 per month. And there's a little video here that explains kind of how it works and what it does. But once you're in, you get the following. You would have access to the subscribers tab, which is all of the trade ideas. Underneath that, the options portfolio button lets you see the portfolio real time, the trades that have gone in, where they're up to, what's going on, how that's working. You can see that every time we make a trade, it updates in here straight away. You can also see in the journal button here, this is just an elongated version of the previous tab. So if we look at kind of what we put together, so if we look at this trade here after the gold rush, we do some blurb about the trade, what we think that our ratification as to why that happens, what the trade might look like structured, the risk profiles per 25k of risk capital, and then you can actually click on a link that will take you to the trade. This trade's already expired, so you can't see that. But anything that's live, you can actually see the trade itself. So you've got a combination of things going on here. One is the ratifications for our trades, the trade itself. You will be emailed when the trade occurs, and also we tweet it out as well from Macro Hedge alerts. It's $40 a month. That's that service. Okay, on to the next service. This is Directional. So Directional is, as it states, they are non-options trades. They're just long or shorts in a whole variety of assets. You can see the assets we cover here under the assets covered, and you can expand on all of these as well. The same with options as well. You can see the assets covered in options, as well as you can see we cover a few more than we do in Directional. It's $30 per month, and when you're a subscriber, you can get to go to the options, the Directional portfolio. The Directional portfolio, lots of people get confused and say, we just show the old trades for anyone that was looking, but it's all now set inside this window here. You can see anything pending, what trades we've got currently open, and an audit trail that shows every single trade on all of the timestamped actions, what happened, where it happened, and these are the three buttons you use for that. As subscribers, you can also see the Directional portfolio and see where the trades are and what the P&L is, what the win-loss ratio is, etc., etc. And it's a kind of cut down version of the options portfolio. If you go to the areas here, you can also see our overall performance for the year. These are not behind the paywall. Anyone can see this. And the same for options as well. You can just see the performance here. Okay, so if we move to our intelligence panel. So intelligence panel is sold with the options desk now. You can't buy it alone, but I'll walk through the options desk soon. The market panel comes with a user guide for how to use Quick Strike Spread Builder and the Quick Strike EduLearn. That's a free service that comes with it, which is worth its weight in gold. But the market model, you just click on here, and that would give you access to the main sheet, which resides here, which this is updating for all of these core assets. We've got our BOR, OIS data, business cycle investing index, and our VIX data as well. But this is kind of here just to give you that snapshots, beg your pardon, of how we operate, what we're looking at, and when things. So it's putting a process behind the decisions. So this isn't there telling you anything, go buy or sell. It's just telling you these are the things, and this is the current situation. So corn is bearish trend, both on a short term, bearish on a 90-day term, recent ranges, what the risk bands are, what the overall Z-score sentiment is, and then we start to look at some of the volatility sentiments as well. So that's how that operates. So as I said, you can only buy that with the options desk. The options desk is our core service, which is kind of day-to-day news flow, where we're putting all the bank research in there. This service is paid quarterly. It's $80 a month, and it includes intelligence now. That's the only way to buy the intelligence service because it links really nicely with the things that go on. You'll be given access to our Slack channel. You've got 24-hour access. There's a dedicated channels. You've got different trade ideas that don't go in the macro hedged options or directional portfolio. And really, it's kind of if you've got questions, if you, it's clearly it's not. It's for people who are clearly more full time in their trading than doing it part time, because there's quite in-depth conversations going on. And we've also got the energy desk, which is similar but just dedicated to energy flow. We've got a new energy specialist which is working with us. So this is kind of, you know, he's got a set of models which he's using, looking at the macro outlooks. You know, what the production profiles might look like, what the refinery margins are looking like, and they're all, again, pushed into our Slack. And that also runs a model portfolio as well, which is doing pretty well this year. Okay, we've now got a new service which was released last month, which is macro hedge stocks. When you purchase macro hedge stocks for either $60, $149 for the year, or $30 per month, you'll be given access to our model portfolio. You'll be given access to our ETF models, which are running all of these are all updating all the time. These are all of our Z-scores, of our correlation. We've got the Robinhood 100 stocks, which updates real time with the Robinhood stocks. Value picks. So what we're looking at, how, you know, these are the areas, these are the top stocks that we're looking at. These are meeting the criteria of our picks. Our growth picks as well going here. And factoring model against value, div yield, growth and momentum, and then a sector analysis as well, which you can see here. These are updated and part of the macro hedge stocks portfolio. To add one thing onto the stocks section, there's a trade and idea. So as we do a trade, the trade's published the same way as it's published in macro hedged options or directional. So there's some context to what's being produced as well. And if we move now on to the course, you'll see if you're a buyer of the course, it comes under the education section here, or it's over here on this button. But once you've bought the course, you have access. If you're a module buyer of the course, you'd be using it under this one. This is the course module, and they're all here, but the main course resides here. And from that, you go through each of the sections. You've got the overview. Each of the videos will all load. They're all encrypted, and they're broken up into bite-sized areas. So each they're vast. And some of these are fairly long sections. I believe this quick strike one has got lots and lots and lots of videos. It's taken a lot of time, but there's a lot for you to learn there, and that's our macro hedge options course service. So that's it. So they're the services we offer. Macro hedge options are our options portfolio, directional portfolio, the options desk with the intelligence panel. You can buy them all on this section here. The energy desk or the course. Simple as that. And hopefully this has made it a lot clearer for everybody as to what we do and how we do it. One final thing to add: if anybody does not want to execute the trades in the options portfolio or the directional portfolio themselves, we've teamed up with a company called Blue Line Futures, and Blue Line Futures do offer a letter of discretion copycat service. They're a regulated entity. You need to reach out to them directly, but it comes under their trade alerts model. By all means, reach out to Bill, and when we execute, the email goes out, say that there's a trade in place. That Bill is aware of those trades and can auto run those, as he does for many customers currently. So it's worth reaching out if you do not have the time or don't want to be executing that yourself. But you need to speak to them directly, as they're a regulated entity.